everybody, and welcome to Module 7. In Module 7, we're going to be discussing ideas of aesthetics. Aesthetics is the branch of philosophy that deals with what is beautiful. How do we know something is beautiful? What kind of criteria do we use to determine whether or not it's beautiful? Is beauty in the eye of the beholder? Or are there a universal set of guidelines that we can use to determine that something is beautiful? Is it only beautiful to us, or is it beautiful to everybody? Why is the picture of your Aunt Sally only beautiful to you, but the Mona Lisa appeals to people worldwide? So how do we determine between those subjectivist and objectivist categories? So we'll have the opportunity in this chapter to take a look at some of these ideas, to define aesthetics, what it means, and to understand the difference between moral and aesthetic values. Remember, we talked more about moral values earlier in the class, but what are aesthetic values and how does that factor into our life? We're going to be looking at some questions that aesthetics tries to answer, and we'll take a look at Plato, Aristotle, and Hume's ideas on art. And I'll also post some additional people's ideas on art and what makes something beautiful. You'll be able to explain Plato's idea of beauty as the Platonic form. The forms that Plato goes into really are discussed more in his epistemology and metaphysics. Metaphysics is the nature of reality. So we're going to see how these things are tied together. And then there's Aristotle's view of catharsis. So there's really a lot of different ways that we can understand art and characterize art and determine whether or not something is beautiful. You'll have the opportunity to pick a work of art. And when I say art here, I mean that in a broad sense. I mean not only paintings and sculptures, and maybe some graffiti on the wall, but also things like dance and music and architecture, maybe some game design, animation. So we're taking kind of a broad overview of art, photographs, and we'll be able to pick our own piece of art and determine whether or not we think it's beautiful and why. So those are some of the fun things that we'll be doing in Chapter 7. I can't wait to see what pieces you select to discuss and why you think they're beautiful, and whether or not you think they're just beautiful for you or they're beautiful for the world at large.